Welcome back to Ireland. Excuse me. Today we're going to get the grass field cut, as I said. This is going to be the last episode of this day. So we've got the windrow ready. Close that gate as I go through. And over here we have got our lovely filthy Ford set up with the mowers. So we're going to crack on straight away because we need to get this field done, so that we can then start a new day. Might get some silage sold in this episode as well. So I'm just going to set the time to ×5 and we'll see how we do. But for now, let's get on with some cutting. Good news is, I have a new steering wheel. So there shouldn't be any squeaking, and maybe the rumbling noise will be a bit better as well, who knows. Bad news is, my cats seem to be making a lot of noise, and I'm not feeling very well today, so if I sound a bit blocked up, then yeah, don't worry about it. What we're going to do is this grass is going to be picked up with a loading wagon and put into the other silage bunker, the one which is actually meant to be on the map that I didn't realise we had to start with. So with that we'll be able to have 2 bunkers on the go at the same time, which should be good. Now I'm going to do this headland, and then I'm going to have to go and see what on earth is going on with my cat, because he's squeaking more than usual. So let's just get back round to the start. We're almost there now. I don't know if you can hear the noise of him squeaking. It's pretty loud, I must say. There we go. Right, I'll be back in 2 seconds. Okay, hopefully that's a bit better now. I'm honestly not sure what's going on. Oh, get those mowers lifted. Otherwise I'm going to start cutting where I don't want to. So I think, because the wheel is brand new, you'll still be able to hear a little bit of noise on there. It's just the pulleys. It's really annoying for recording. It's a great wheel, it really is, but for recording it is a pain in the backside. No, brake, going the wrong direction. So of course this is the annoying problem with having butterfly mowers without a middle mower, a front mounted mower. I have to go around everything twice. But we'll finish this headland, and then I'll stick it onto a time lapse and we'll go up and down the field and get it all mowed quickly. I haven't fertilised this field. I might actually fertilise it after we've cut it. See if we can get a bit more grass off it next time. I've also been thinking, because this field needs lime, I could cultivate the field and then put some lime down. It is possible, because I think this field is showing as needs ploughing and needs lime. So yeah, I could do it that way, just to get a bit of an extra bonus on here. But I'm not sure we need it. It kind of depends. If there is a nice mission available, I might just go with that instead. But I've got one headland done now, so I'm going to go up and down the field. I will time lapse it. I'll see you when it's all done. So, see you in a couple of minutes. was nice and quick, and this is now our final pass down the field. I think I did a pretty good job of keeping it nice and straight, nice and neat. Quite impressed with myself, to be honest. So, after this we're going to windrow it. That'll be a nice quick job. And then it's straight onto the filling. Oh, that's annoying, I missed that. Straight onto the filling of the bunker. This bunker's still got plenty in it. I should check actually how much exactly we have in there. Right, there we go. So, get this out of the field. And we can get the windrower in. Come on, there we come. I will park these up and tidy them later on. Or maybe I'll do it now actually. Because if I don't do it now, I know I'll forget later. Let's hop out. There we go. Because we're going to use this one for the loading wagon. So I will need it to be nice and free. So, handbrake on, engine off. And let's switch over into this lovely little machine. Engine on, handbrake off. And we come. Need to run over here and close that gate because otherwise it's going to get in our way. Do. Nope. There we go. Wasn't in the trigger. Right. Let's get this guy unfolded. And I need to try and reverse him right into the corner. Fortunately, this field has got a bit of an awkward shape down in the corner. I need to try and get him to pick up everything possible from down there. There we go. Yeah. That should work. So, turn him on. Oh, no. Drop him down. Oh, we're going backwards. Let's just check. I think we're doing okay there. I know I do a lot in third person. When it comes to harvesting, I do it mainly in first. But with jobs like this where the tools, excuse me, you couldn't see anything there and neither could I, where the tools are so wide, I find it quite difficult really to make sure that I'm actually in the right width. I mean, we have a massive loan, so we need all the grass picked up to make all the silage we can to get as much money as possible. It's as simple as that really. Especially as we're paying a wet lease on the Ford, a recurring lease cost even. We don't want to be, we need to get rid of that tractor as soon as possible and buy ourselves a replacement. So I need to make sure I'm picking up everything I possibly can do, so we can make sure we get as much money as possible. as I mentioned before, there will be a new series that starts. I have now set up the map, set up the machinery, so I just need to record the first video, which will hopefully be sometime very soon. That, at least, is the plan. So lift it up, turn it off, and let's get out of here. We can now start to go up and down. So again, I'll time lapse this. Does mean we're having quite a few time lapses in the same episode, but it's a bit of a repetitive job, like most farming, of course. But just to try and keep it interesting, yeah, I'll do this as a time lapse, I think. So see you in a sec. So, we are almost done here. I'll be honest, I don't think I've done as good a job with the windrowing as I did with the mowing, in terms of keeping it nice and straight and nice and tidy. But it's not too bad a job. What I do need to do though is do this final bit, but I will do that after we've picked up some of the grass, I think. And I'd want to run around the edge of the field a bit more. Just one more pass around the edge of the field, around the headland, because I want to just try and bring the grass in a bit to make it easier for picking up with the loading wagon. Because the loading wagon is not getting stuck. The loading wagon is not the most manoeuvrable of things to use, so I think it'll be better if we can, you know, just bring the grass in, get him away from all the hedges and things like that. Oh, that went wrong. Just jackknifed. There we go. Yeah, so just get him away from the fences and stuff like that. Just to make it nice and easy picking up later. I think I'm going to slow the time down, because while I said I wanted this to be the last episode of this game day, I would like to get the grass picked up today, which means I need to get the grass picked up in the light, really. So it just gets very difficult to do when it's dark. So I'm going to slow it down to ×1, just until we get all the grass picked up, I think. But we will be able to get the grass picked up quite quickly, and then that'll be us done. We'll have a look at contracts before we finish. I think there might be 1 or 2 harvesting contracts available. Our crops are not ready to be harvested yet, so we could do a harvesting job for someone else. Could make a little bit of money, which of course is always good for us. We need as much money as possible. And if someone else's fields are ready and we aren't, well, why not? Why not help them? But we're almost done here. Almost. Cool. So, turn it off, fold it up. Let's get the loading wagon on the go. I will have to park this just off to the side. Because like I said, there is a little bit that just needs doing, but it's going to mess up the lines so much if I try doing it now. So I'd rather do it once I've picked up the grass that's around it. So, there we go. I believe the loading wagon is round the other side of the sheds. Let's go and grab that quickly. "40 kilometers an hour in our own yard." It's a little bit quick, I think. Just a quick check. I don't see it. I'm sure it's here. There it is. Right. So let's reverse round. There we go. Whoa, that was a quick approach. Probably too quick, I think. PTO and hoses. Perfect. And off we go. So, we need to get it turned on, pick up down. Let's just check that he's picking up. There we go. And this is the sort of thing I meant. This I can do in cab mode. I can do this in first person quite well. I don't have a problem with it. It's just wide tools that are out the back that I struggle with. When they're out the front, it's not really a problem. Even seeding, I can do seeding fairly well. I wouldn't say I'm brilliant at doing the seeding properly. Fertilizing and weed spraying are a nightmare because it's just so wide, the boom, that I can't keep an eye on where I've been. At least with this, you know. You just drive over the top of the swath, and it's fine. If we have a quick check, no, it doesn't look like I've missed anything. Pretty good. And we are filling up nicely. This is a pretty small loading wagon. Can't remember the capacity. I think it's around 23,000. But we're filling at a nice rate. Obviously, the last time we filled the bunker, we had 3 grass fields that we cut. This time we've only got 1. But even still, I'm just going to go out for a second. I know by here it's a bit tricky picking up. And as I said, I want every last piece. We'll go from this side, I think. Yeah, there we go. pick up down. And I'll just do third person so I can check that we've picked everything up. Yes. So I would say that's not bad. 77% just from the headlands. I think that's pretty good. And that's with 0 fertilising. And we'll just check now. I think this field, let's have a look, needs ploughing, okay, and needs lime. Oh no, and it's classed as 1 stage fertilising. Not sure why. So this field does need some work. So I think we're doing pretty well, really, to have 77% from one headland. We'll get this filled, and then I can go and dump it in the bunker. Which, I have to say, I love that bunker. I love all bunkers of that sort of shape and design. The ones with the back to them. Not because of any strange sort of reason, just because I find them so much easier to actually fill. Because you know that you can't go too far. You know, when you've got, for example, the bunker ahead and on the left, the one that I put in, that one was a bit of a pain, because when you fill it, it starts spilling out the back. At least when the bunker has got a high back to it, you know, a fixed rear wall, you can only fill, you can only spill out the front, which is good. Okay, so we're full, and it's 24,500. You can also see a couple of places I've missed picking up grass from, but I will come back for those, that's not a problem. So, get over here, and we will fill that bunker. Let's have a look. Let's go into third person for this, actually. I want to get nice and close to the wall to start with. Go. Perfect. Maybe a little bit too far back. Let's just go forward. There we go. There we go. Perfect. Job well done there. So I will continue with this, and when I've got the last load about to be emptied, I'll come back. So see you in a minute. So this is load number 2. There is a little bit left on the field, but really not much at all. So thinking about it, I want this bunker to be full to, well, basically max capacity before we waste time getting it pushed down and you know, blanketing it to ferment. So I think what we're going to do is going to get a worker next time to cultivate that field while we go and do some sort of harvesting job, maybe, and then we'll get it seeded. well, before we seed it, we'll lime it. So we'll plough it, we'll lime it, and then we will be able to actually fertilise it again and get the very best crop we can do of grass, the maximum amount of grass possible. Because this means we've got 2 loads plus what we're about to pick up now. So that's 24,500, 40, that's 49,000 plus whatever we get now. That's going to take us far too long. I would like to be picking up, you know, maybe nearly 100,000 each time. That would be ideal. So, yeah, we need to improve this grass. Definitely. Good thing with grass, of course, is that you don't have weeds. That's great. Even if it's completely unrealistic, because in real life, you always get weeds in grass. Oh, I've just made a mess for myself here. Just reverse it back up. Because I did finish the windrowing that I said I was going to do. So we do just have a little bit to pick up. There it is. So yeah, when I said there was a little bit left in the field, I wasn't kidding, a little bit. Okay, so what do we say? 49,000. And here we've got, what's this? 2,800. So we're talking 51, almost 52,000 from each field, from the one field. So yeah, like I said, need to improve that. That quite urgently needs to be improved. Drop this one into the middle, even though it's not a full load. Well, in fact, we could just leave it here. We could just leave it in here, because this is going to be used for grass cutting again. So we'll do that. So that's everything done for today. Let's have a quick check of the available jobs. So we've got a harvesting job. And another one. Oh, that's a nice big job. Field 17, 13 acres. Here it is. What's it got? I can't tell. That's got 2 different colours. I think that's barley. I think it's barley. I think we'll go for that. And we can do that. Borrow the items. There we go. We can do that while the worker is cultivating that field for us. Brilliant. So, thank you very much for watching. Remember to like and subscribe, and I will see you again soon. Bye bye.